The last few years, though, as things have like calmed down and we've been sitting in this bear market, I've had time to work on my own project, which is something that I thought people were going to make years and years ago. Basically, it's the anti-gravity project, and I kept trying to figure out a way to beat the bull in the bear market. Like we have this euphoric raise in the bull for like 2 months. If you don't sell in those 2 months, you're screwed for about 4 years. So I thought, how can we keep all the air in the balloon? Not only how can we keep all the air in the balloon, but how can we show people what scarcity can really do when you program it into a project? So a lot of ideas came through me, a lot of bad ideas that I bounce off people. And what we came up with was our token, which is the dark matter token. It's a PRC20 launched on Pulse Chain, of course. And basically, it's kind of a meld of 3 things. We have our art and our story to help us with the NFTs. We've got the dark matter token, which is a PRC20, and then we have the fuel cell NFTs. So there's 3 parts to our project. The story and the art explains the tokenomics and gives some meaning behind the art and the story. And then the PRC20 token, dark matter, there's 1 million supply. It's launched on Pulse Chain, scarcity, no inflation. So there will only be 1 million tokens ever. There's actually less than 1 million now because 500 have been burnt. But the majority of it went to a thing that we created called the evil address. And then we have the mystery box, which got a healthy dose of them, and then 10% went to the mining and Wishwell people that were here from day one, and 1% was airdropped. We airdropped about almost 5,000 tokens and 5,000 NFTs to about 2,400 wallets, give or take. And almost all of them are Randy's group. So when they dump their airdrops, it's his fault. The evil address, when we come up with the evil address, it has an unfair advantage in the game. We saw the OA with Hex and how everyone villainized it, and we as a community tried to defend it for 2 years, unsuccessfully. So we said, why try to convince people that this is virtuous? Let's just play the bad guy role. So we got the evil address, which has the majority of the tokens, and all it does is try to hoard as many of the PRC20s and NFTs off the market. And so it's here to compete with you. But again, it removes circulating supply, which is never a bad thing in crypto. The mystery box is a mystery. It's been going for we're about day 70 right now on our project, and it's been providing liquidity for the most part. And it also burned 500 tokens out of the 1 million. And then it's also been doing a lot of giveaways for the contest. It's been very generous. This is the website right here, agproject.io. It's on all those coins. If you haven't got a coin, come see me. We got stickers, swag, t-shirts, everything over there. This is our website. And the main thing that we use on this website right now is the minting phase right there. And we'll get into that in just a second. But the 1 million token supply, as you can see, we showed where it was, divvied up in the beginning. But what you do is you need 1 dark matter token to mint 1 fuel cell NFT. It's the only crypto that you can use to mint our NFTs. That's what its main purpose is. And when you mint an NFT, that dark matter doesn't get burned or locked or sent away. It basically gets split into 3 places. So it gets split into the treasury address, the giveaway address, or lottery, and there's a space toll that goes back to the team to pay for the website and stuff. So it basically is a self-funded treasury and a self-funded giveaway process. The evil address is actually programmed as a smart contract where you can see that over the 33 journeys, or we have 33 chances to mint, it's going to mint basically its entire amount into the treasury and into the lottery. So you're guaranteed that there's going to be tokens in there. But in order to get those tokens, you've got to compete by minting the NFTs. And then every journey, the interest paid out by the treasury drops by 10%. So by the time we get to the 33rd journey, there's just the dust of interest being paid. But there's 29% total at the bottom there that's getting paid out every 45 days. So when you mint an NFT, you get paid from the treasury every 45 days, basically forever. So there's no 5555 There's just eternity, okay? Like, you're just gonna lock this up for as long as you can, and it turns into a game of chicken. But like I said, your NFTs do get paid every 45 days as long as Pulse changes around, even if it turns into dust towards the end, which it most likely will. So here's the webpage for minting, as I was talking about. You need 1 DART to mint 1 fuel cell. And you also get some points in there. We can get to that later if we have time. And when you win the lottery, as you can see, there's a scrape button here. So when you win the lottery, you win liquid tokens. You can take those dark matter tokens, you can dump them on the market, you can provide liquidity, you can save them to mint in the next journey, which is what I would recommend. But they're basically like cash that you can spend whenever you want. The treasury, on the other hand, is locked inside the NFT. So the treasury are locked tokens. You're gonna have to vaporize or destroy your fuel cell forever to get the money out of the inside from the treasury. And that's where the game of chicken comes in, because once you destroy it, it's like, if you guys are familiar with the What's a NFT, very much like the What's a NFT. It fills up until you break it, and then it doesn't fill up. In fact, your money goes to the other people that kept their NFTs intact, if that makes sense. And then we have the vaporize phase. This is where you can actually check, you connect your wallet, you can actually see the interest growing inside of your NFTs here. This is also where you can hit the vaporize button, which you really don't ever want to vaporize these things, like ever. If you watch our live streams, Red Squirrel, Patrick, they're always on there being like, sell and vaporize, and I'm like, don't listen to those guys. Do not listen to those guys, they're trolling you. So, but that's how you can do it, right there on the vaporize. Now the evil address, this is a very important page, because when the minting window opens, you can actually mint the evil addresses NFTs yourself. You don't have to wait to make sure the smart contract does its thing, even though it will. You can actually mint 500 at a time, and you can see the treasury and the lottery fill up with tokens as you mint. Now this right here, the coming soon, the fuzzy button, some people in our Telegram have pretty much figured out what this does. They're really smart, they draw hints, but that is probably going to go live during the second lottery. So in about 16 days. That'll probably show up, and it'll be a real game changer when it comes to the evil address and all the wealth that it's accumulating right now. And the good guys, or who we call the collective, those guys are working very hard at hacking the evil address and getting it to share some of that wealth. So that's a little hint about what's gonna happen in about 16 days. Here's an image of the evil address. People have shown up on our streams and on Twitter as the evil address, and he's a very unpleasant, rude, and kind of pompous person. So, and then at the very end of this 4-year journey, so the 33 cycles all last for 45 days, but at the end of this journey, the 33 chances to mint, we're gonna have the rapture. So if anyone has dark matter tokens and they're not being used in a smart contract, liquidity providing, or just anywhere in the ecosystem, they're gonna be destroyed forever. Like, we literally have a day where if you're not using your tokens, you just lose them. So that million supply is gonna be eaten away a lot over the journeys, and then whatever's left is gone. So dead wallets, things like that will be gone. Yeah, and that's it. We'll play this cool video, and then I wanna answer questions about the community.
Nova is here, he's the leader of Alpha, leading the charge. Yeah. With his main man heavy, hit up right by his side at the raid. Together they fight, across the corridor, rich and valor, fighting for good. They refuse to back down in this war for justice. They wear the crown. Nova and heavy hitter, they rise from the dust. Fighting for the cause, they never back down. With Big Boy Leroy, his feet firmly underground. In the face of danger, they fight through it all. Champions of hope, they rise to the top. they light up the way. With power and purpose, they seize every day. Their enemy tremble in the dark. Nova and Heavy Hitter, our heroes embark in the Bugatti that's covered by night. They bring the fire and ammunition to ignite. For it's Alpha they serve, their honor was true. Nova and Heavy Hitter, they rise from the dust, fighting for the cause. They never back down. With big body warriors, feet firmly on the ground. In the face of danger, they fight through it all. Champions of hope, they rise to the top. For every shadow, they bring the light. Nova and Alpha, defenders of the right.
Wasn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome? I want to give a shout out. That's AJ Rip City Hex right there that put that video together. We have Kate Figor who did the AI. That's the AI rap that he made. A lot of that stuff's from Smo Spider and a bunch of people in the community. There's so many cool things, including the coins that we're giving out here. There's just the community comes up whenever you give them something to believe in or get passionate about or share their expertise or their knowledge. Everyone just steps forward and starts putting things together. And this really is an excuse to build the best community in crypto, hands down. And I think we can do it. I think we've already got the best community, obviously, in Pulse Chain. But we can sharpen that tip of the spear and join forces with people like No Permissions and all the other sub-communities to make a super community and give people a reason to come learn crypto, a reason to make crypto fun again. And hopefully make a chart that melts everyone's faces. Honestly, that's what I want to do, and that's what I know Firewell and Randy want to do, is just harness this economic energy, kind of like air in a balloon, and then squeeze it until it changes states from like a gas to a liquid. Because with liquid oxygen, you can fuel a rocket to the moon or to Saturn in our case. So,
Thank you.
You bet. Thank you
Now,
guys so
now
much.
we're going to have a round table with Max, Johan Hernandez, and Randy Hilarski.
Am I on this?
Max
Okay.
is at the end of this one. It's just Johan and I.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
okay.
We got it.
That's fine. Thanks.
Thank you.